have seen lives destroyed by pure bullying and used for the benefit of self-worth, creating outrages, untrue and self-based stories with a narrative written only for one. Scandal after scandal, dollar after dollar, life after life. There seems to be a problem here. A big problem. So, what the fuck am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about YouTube. Yup, YouTube. At least certain creators or content I have had the displeasure to witness and be a small part of. YouTube, which we are all familiar with for funny cat videos or tutorials on how to change our oil, bake a souffle, build a shed, catch a fish or fix a dying plant. A platform for individuals to share their hilarious moments or talk issues and topics they are passionate about. It is a great place to share your own story, learn, grow and express yourself through a screen that reaches vast amount of watchers from all over the world. But there are darker sides to YouTube, darker sides that paint themselves in these bright beautiful colors with splashes of glitter in order to appear trusted and reliable. Two of these communities I have been following lately are the true crime community, I love a good mystery, and the other is what they call the drama community. These two communities claim not to be a part of each other's communities, but from my own whacked out experiences, I beg to differ. Most drama channels are definitely appropriately sitting amongst the correct community. Although the term drama can apply to so many topics, most I have come across cover reality TV shows like Sister Wives, The Duggar Family or The Housewives. There are very valid and trusted drama channels. Just have a look for them. But do your research to be sure they are a trusted channel. I myself love true crime, and there really are some exceptional true crime channels on YouTube that do an amazing job bringing important and compelling stories to their viewers, gluing them to their screen. While sinking into my own YouTube world of true crime, I happened to come across an awful story about a family that suffered a horrible tragedy. I won't go into further detail out of respect. Just know that this story has touched thousands and thousands of people across the world. That story of tragedy led me to discover different creators that also seemed to be passionate about true crime like I was. I was in my zone. People like me. People that are also intrigued and passionate about bringing awareness to the millions, I'm guessing, of true crime cases around the world. And then, I fell into a hole. The rabbit hole of YouTube. It took me a while to learn that some people, or creators as YouTube labels them, have intentions most of us would never think of. I have witnessed greed, and I mean unbelievable greed amongst some of these creators who clearly come to YouTube with just one intention. The clicks, the clout, the cash. The vile behavior and bullying of subscribers, taking advantage of this platform and using it for their own fraudulent gain, attacking and trashing other creators on YouTube and off. Basically anyone that goes against the narrative they set out as truth better watch out. I have witnessed these fuckers literally use any detail they can to twist and turn truths. They will simply create their own details to make whatever story or issue they are talking about that week more interesting if it isn't interesting enough according to them. To create a bigger, more scandalous and more nasty narrative than the actual truth. Stretching whatever they can to make something click-worthy, to make it a money maker, a cash grab. It is true though, humans thrive on drama and trauma. The darker, scarier, and more detailed keep us frozen with curiosity. We need to know. We need to see. We need to be in awe. Reality TV is huge. We are a nosy bunch, that's true. Can you imagine using a story of tragedy? A life-changing event that has crushed a family, broken and even divided them. Using a missing child, a murdered child, a kidnapped child to simply increase your weekly pay stub, your clicks, views and sympathetic super chats. Imagine being such a classless piece of shit and making a profit with well-thought-up scams, lies and deflection. Perform like a choreographed ballet, using these stories of tragedy as the script to their delusional and cruel ideals. Fabricating their own deceptive, untrue details to add to these very real tragedies. I mean, who the fuck would do things like that? What kind of people would be so shallow? With my own now worn-out eyes, I have witnessed these horrible things in person. I am absolutely appalled by some of the behavior, the bullying, the body shaming, the cruelty, the attacking, the deflection and immaturity by grown-ass adults on these streets. I never quite understood why some people we encounter during our lives are absolutely so self-centered and so self-involved that they constantly praise themselves and brag about the great, or I mean better life they have than you could ever have. The expensive items that should mean less than someone else's mental health or life, the constant belittling of everyone less to make themselves look more grandeur. Believe fucking me, I'm not talking about just one creator or channel. I'm talking about numerous, more than there should be. And that's just in the very small circle of YouTube communities I have been floating around. The using of people's good hearts, practically begging for a super chat or a membership subscription, and then talking shit about you if you step out of line. Constantly having a Cash App, a Venmo or a PayPal link scrolling past the eyes of their viewers. Staying online for endless hours, collecting as much money or donations as they can. I have seen so much deception, and what seems to be planned deceptions at that from these kinds of creators. It is sickening. Would you use a child to exploit them for money? Or bully someone to the point of them breaking down? Would you make fun of someone's looks or body? How about treating someone you don't even know absolutely horribly just because they don't agree or they question you? Bitch, fucking cunt, you are trash. Screaming, bullying, attacking strangers, stomping and slamming fists. These actions or behaviors are not what we expect from adults. Grown-ass people, acting like they spend their day on the schoolyard badgering the kids and making them cry. Trashing and destroying other creators, fans or ex-fans or even people that talk against them or question their intentions. Talking shit, mad shit about them, true or not. Making up outrageous lies and stories in an effort to defame or shame, to make others hate. Pointing deceptive fingers at others but all along truly projecting themselves and their own disgusting actions and choices. Like fuck's sake, they will make up anything and or twist anything, strategically aiming their crosshairs, pulling the trigger, plus sending in their men for battle. In my opinion, they create a cult-like atmosphere. A place where subs and fans are convinced to go after, talk shit, attack, blame and even visit the home of these targeted creators or victims just to harass them, to believe no other word but that of their leader. I'm not even talking about all the racism. The racism is thick. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Call them out on their bullshit, you say? Oh hell no! The wrath will come down on you. Don't ask questions. Don't disagree. And most of all, don't have your own opinions. The most important rule is, praise your leader, no matter what they do or how horrifying it is. Kiss their asses like you've never kissed before. Get your loose lips ready. Bow to them. Tell them how great and kind and lovely they are. Oh, and send a super chat. Did I mention the determined but basically failed effort they put into the denying, the deflecting, the lying and untrue information spread like wildfire by these kinds of creators? To cover their own asses, they will put the focus elsewhere. Create a false narrative and grip interest so nobody will recognize the fraud going on, banking the cash on lies and bullying. My brain is literally aching from all the atrocious behavior by grown humans towards others that I have witnessed. Adults, acting like children. I do think that some of these creators need mental health help. It is obvious to anyone that knows the slightest little bit about humans will see there is something off. These kinds of creators thrive on tragedy more than anyone I've ever seen. So much effort and unkind thoughts are put into these deceptions. For shock, for views, for the money. There seems to be no limit. Nothing too cruel. It's all in. Don't back down. Do what I say. I truly feel sorry for certain creators I have come across. They seem lonely, confused. They seem so invested in continuing the false narrative, the fantasy, the self-praise, and diving deep into the inability of self-reflection or accountability. They present a false person, so they think, but are so clearly seen as the people they really are. Selfish, greedy, cruel, racist, destroying lives, all for $1.